June is LGBTQ plus Pride Month, and this morning we are kicking off the series marking the milestones of the community and also the ongoing struggle for equality.
We start with the journey through the HIV/AIDS epidemic, nearly 40 years to the day since the first case of AIDS was diagnosed in this country.
NBC News Now anchor Joe Fryer sat down with those who lived through the crisis. Joe, good morning.
Hey there, good morning. So it was June 5th of 1981 when the first 5 cases of a mysterious disease were first reported, a disease that would later become known as AIDS. Since then, the disease has claimed more than 700,000 lives in America, and today more than 1.1 million people in the U.S. are living with HIV. Now, many are undetectable, healthy and thriving, including actor Billy Porter, who recently became public with his diagnosis. This morning, we want to reflect on 4 decades of pain and progress. At first, the deadly intruder did not have a name.
The lifestyle of some male homosexuals has triggered an epidemic of a rare form of cancer.
But it quickly developed a reputation.
And the deaths kept coming and coming.
The fear was palpable.
I was terrified of passing on HIV to someone else.
But in the years that followed,
it was pretty miraculous for me.
So was the bravery.
Because of them, I can live a healthy and happy life.
We sat down with 4 gay men from 4 different generations, all living with HIV. The oldest is Jesse Milan, who's still haunted by the beginning of the epidemic.
People who, because they had been diagnosed, suddenly disappeared. And we all knew what that silence meant.
Jesse was diagnosed in the 80s after losing his partner, George, and so many others.
It was hard. It was very hard.
At the time, many leaders were accused of ignoring the crisis because it was deemed a gay disease. President Reagan didn't give his first major speech on AIDS until 1987, 6 years after the first diagnosed case.
We must have a definition of AIDS.
For Dr. Anthony Fauci, the epidemic was a turning point. In 1984, he became the nation's top infectious disease expert, the same job he holds today. When there is resistance, was it hard to get the resources you needed?
Well, in the beginning, it was. I mean, we were trying to convince people that this was not something that was going to go away. This is something that was going to get worse and worse.
To raise awareness, the AIDS memorial quilt was unveiled on the National Mall.
Joe Frattini.
His organizers read the names of those who died. Some shared their stories publicly, including actor Rock Hudson, teen Ryan White, who tested positive after a blood transfusion, Real World star Pedro Zamora, and basketball legend Magic Johnson. In 1995, a combo therapy known as the AIDS cocktail was ushered in, followed by even better medications offering hope. But there was no cure for the stigma.
Right now, there are millions of people with HIV suffering from social rejection because they and other people believe that they're infectious, and they're not.
Diagnosed in 2003, Bruce Richman says he was terrified of giving HIV to someone else.
So I didn't love. I isolated myself. I was depressed, and at times I was suicidal.
But then he learned medication could reduce his viral load to undetectable levels, meaning he couldn't transmit the virus. So Bruce started an advocacy group and coined the phrase U equals U, undetectable equals untransmittable, a message endorsed by the CDC.
It gave me hope. It meant that I could be intimate. People with HIV can live healthy lives and not pass on the virus to anyone, and that's a revolution.
Today, about 38,000 Americans are still diagnosed each year. Deondre Moore was 19. Remember staring at a window covered in butterfly stickers.
In that moment, all I could think was, damn, if I could be one of those butterflies and just fly away from here, then everything's gonna be okay.
Raif Derazzi had a similar reaction. He was 27.
So I knew next to nothing about what it meant to be diagnosed with HIV. It was a steep learning curve.
And what did you learn?
Well, I learned that I'm not gonna die. I'm alive and well.
You think back to that moment with the butterfly, what would you tell yourself in that moment?
You're gonna be okay. You're gonna be just as beautiful.
Today, all 4 of these men are undetectable, and all are advocates, sharing their stories to educate the public and fight the stigma.
It's taken us 30 years of the AIDS crisis crisis to teach the whole world that our lives and our loves are equal to everyone else.
It blows my mind just how far we've come, and then just what's possible now. So,
what is possible now?
My mind immediately says what isn't possible. That's the answer.
Another key breakthrough in recent years, PrEP. It's a daily pill that people who are HIV negative can take to prevent getting the disease. As for an HIV/AIDS vaccine, well, that has not happened yet. But Dr. Fauci tells me he is cautiously optimistic that someday we will have a vaccine that is successful. 26-year-old Deondre Moore, who you saw there, hopes that he is someday going to be part of an AIDS-free generation. And we want to give a big thank you to 3 organizations that helped us with that story there: the AIDS Healthcare Foundation, AIDS United, and the Prevention Access Campaign.
It's incredible to see how far we've come in those decades. We all remember those scenes in the 80s, but there still is a stigma. Isn't that what you learned?
Yeah, there is. And it's actually kind of amazing, especially with young people, which is surprising. So a recent survey of HIV-negative millennials found that nearly a third of them say they avoid hugging, talking to, or even being friends with someone with HIV. People living with HIV often report being hesitant still to openly share their status because they fear losing friends or family, or they even fear abuse, whether it's physical, emotional, or mental.
Just reminds us of Billy Porter just last week, who just announced it.
What a big sign of bravery even now. It's needed now, just as more than before.
And he waited 14 years, waited to tell his mother, so that stigma is still there.
Right.
Joe, thank you.
Thank you, Joe.
Thank you, Joe.
Again, we will be celebrating Pride all month across all 4 hours of Today, our streaming platforms, and online at today.com/pride.